Today I'm exploring different ways to upcycle old VHS tapes. Now, I still have my VCR and I keep all the VHS tapes that still work, but what should I do with the broken and damaged ones? Well, first I had to go through the entire pile, my whole collection, to see which ones had home movies, and sadly the first VCR I used ate it, but the second VCR I used worked, and so I also went through this box of old Simpsons tapes because I really want to save these. I have a huge collection of VHS tapes. My grandparents used to record the Simpsons episodes for us, and it has all the old commercials on it, and I absolutely love it. So I went through the entire collection to see which VHS tapes to save and which ones were damaged and beyond repair. Oh my gosh, I love these old commercials. They're so ridiculous. And anyways, I had about 10 VHS tapes left over after going through the whole collection. So here's another pile that I had to go through to separate out any home movies, and from that pile, I think I had like 5 or 6 left over. So here's some of the projects that you can do with old VHS tapes. A really easy one is just to make a box. I found this tutorial on WikiHow, and I found another tutorial for making bookends, which would come in really handy because I have a lot of bookshelves and I could use more bookends. Most of these projects involve using the VHS shape. Like here somebody made a planter, and usually people take the film out to use for other projects, but my favorite one that I saw was this cassette tape clutch or purse, and I decided to try that one. So to do this project you need the VHS tape. The screws are there, they're pretty easy to take out, it's easy to disassemble these. And you're going to want some fabric of your choice to put in there, maybe some fabric scissors, which I've got right here. And also some hinges. These are important because they're going to go on the back. And don't forget your hot glue gun. So that's the supplies you'll need to make the VHS tape purse or clutch. First thing you do is take the tape apart by taking out the screws. I saved these screws and I just put them in the collection with all my other fasteners because they come in handy. So it unscrews very easily, just like so. And once you take it apart, you can just take out the film to use for other projects. I'll probably use it. And then there's a couple of little hardware pieces that should just pop out pretty easily. So once you get it all disassembled, the next step is to make the strap that you're going to use. If you're going to use a strap, you don't have to. I wanted to, and I decided to use the film to make it. So the tutorial that I followed online, they took the film from the VHS tape and they crocheted it into this long, beautiful strap. Well, I don't know how to crochet, so I decided to braid mine, and the result was underwhelming. It doesn't look very good at all. But you know what? This is my first VHS tape clutch, so that's fine. Next, I just laid it out on the fabric because I needed this to be the size. Now, I did it overhanging a little bit because I fold in the edges, but I found there was a little bit too much fabric, and trying to get it shut to get these hinges on was a real challenge. So the hinges you can hot glue them on the back, and then the fabric, I forgot to film this part, but the fabric you can just glue on the inside. So I recommend using a little bit less than I used. But once I got the hinges in place, you just need a way to keep it closed. So I glued a button on top, and I've got this little plastic strap here. This is my clumsy attempt while filming and doing it at the same time. So there, my fabric is all inside. I've got a little strap which I just tied to the VHS tape, and I've got a little button to keep the whole thing closed. And this is the finished result. Now, this is my first attempt, of course, so I think my second one's probably going to look a little bit better, but it's completely functional. I'm not a big fan of the crackly sound that comes with this film. I think I would rather use a chain and make this look a little bit neater. But here's the end result, and I definitely plan on making more of these. So what's your favorite upcycling project for old VHS tapes? Share in the comments, and thanks for watching.